Okay, this is a quick follow-up video from yesterday. You may have seen me struggling with how to do this Riso print process. And if you're watching this just as a standalone video, I got this Riso print kit from Retro Supply for Procreate. And basically it's how to get a fake Riso print. Riso was like a line of printers that came out in the mid-80s, and it was really popular for zines, and it used a unique printing process and blend of ink to give it a certain look. And I think it all comes down to this mysterious graph right here. And what I wasn't understanding, I'm like, okay, I know, I can see that there's magenta, blue, and yellow, and that, you know, you can see the different mixtures of ink, and in certain cases black, but I don't think the black is actually an issue. What we're really looking at here is the brushes, and they have wet and dry, and it's like every percentage 10, 20, 30%. So the real secret is, you see these are in yellow, these lines are in blue, and these lines are in pink. So if we want to pick a color for my picture of Hordak, I need a gray color, like a light gray, so I'm picking this color right here. It's 50, 50, 60, so it's yellow, blue at 50, and then pink at 60. Or maybe I even need to go a little bit paler. I could go 60, 50, 50. Okay. Or actually, let's get what's my darkest red color that I could get? I mean, there's all kinds of Riso ink colors. It even kind of makes me want to, like, if I take the yellow out completely, or I take the blue out completely and just add the yellow. What am I looking at? If there's a 0, like, we could 0 out the blue and just be looking at the yellow and the pink. Or maybe I use something other than the magenta. So if I look at my Hordak right here, let me show you my Hordak. Not you. I did the dark blue colors. Now he's got this sort of bat kind of thing over here. But if you look at what I did, I have a magenta, blue, and yellow, and I specifically chose the right brush to do the percentages to match the color on the chart. So for a gray color, let's call it 50, 50, 60. So we can go into magenta, our magenta layer. This is the Riso palette, and it's that pink. And I'm going to do his belt. So, wait, I got to do it choosing the 50%. This is the 50. So, I want to make it smaller. Here's the trouble in it, and this is why I should do it. This is what Tuco was saying. You should do it on different layers each time. You have to do it in one swipe, because if you do a second swipe, it'll change the color. Or it'll look weird. So if I do it like this and then I do it like that, you end up with these streaks, which is not what we want. And what we want is this sort of saturated look. So there's 50. So let's review the hang on. Let's review the recipe again. Oh, and I think I got it wrong. So I put it as, this is 50 right here. So everything else is 60. 60 yellow, 60 blue. Oops. 60 yellow, 60 blue. So here's my wet 60. And we're on the blue layer, so let's get the blue color. There's the blue. Now there's probably some things I could do with the different Riso inks, because like the Riso printers came with different literally 40 different inks. However, only certain... It was very rare that, like, if you were to use a Riso printer, you would have access to all the inks. You would probably have access to like 12, depending on where you went. Okay, so there's 60. Okay, and now we're going to do 60 in yellow. So my yellow, what's the yellow I'm using? It's this yellow. And I'm not sure I like it. Look at that. Alright, 60. 60 in yellow. Now, does that really look gray to you? It doesn't look gray to me. I think this is one of those situations where I think we might use a different ink color. So that'll be our 4th ink color. And the same thing with the red. I didn't find a good, like, you know, red color either. I mean, obviously I could do it in this sort of pink color. Where am I? Magenta. So let's take a look. And I wonder if I take this color, if I take this graph, it gives you this instructions to change the color input. Just double click, then choose your color from the color picker. Oh, I get it. Okay, so wait, instead of this color, right? Double click there on the square, and then I choose this red, which is the red I really like. Aha, that changes it. And yeah, I quite like that a lot better. So I could use this red or this red, which is 30% blue, 10% yellow, 100% magenta. So let's do 100% magenta right up here. Riso wet. On. We're just going to do the bat. %, magenta. And yeah, I like that color way better. This could also be, oops. Pretty good example of how to take something off register. Alright, I want to do this again because I want to do it all in one swoop. I'm going to reread the instructions too. You know, when in doubt, read the manual. There we go. And that looks pretty Hordak to me. It's got the same on these boots. I do a little strategic erasing as well. There's probably some changes I gotta make to the blue to get the right gray. I want to get like a lighter gray. It doesn't have to be like the dead-on color. But I do kind of want it to be, I don't know. I want it to be neat. Okay, so here's how you take it off register. Let's take this red thing I just did. Kind of move it a little bit off register like that. I don't know. Kind of cracks me up. I like the way it looks. Alright. So I'm going to continue to figure out this Riso printing technique, and we'll see what comes of it. Talk to you later.